welcome to this Tarot de Marseille card reading for November 4 to November 17, 2019. Please remember that this is a general reading on the energies going on right now globally regarding politics, climate, etc. and inside of us as human beings and Earth people living on this planet, and therefore it will not necessarily resonate with your personal life in details. If you would like a personal reading, please read the info in the box below this video. If you want to know more about the star people who's coming through to us in my readings, more reflections of metaphysics going on, please tune in to my website herlanguage.dk or my YouTube channel. The star people whom I'm referring to is the native people from different cultural groups who once lived here on Earth before returning to their soul homes, better known more specifically as the old Egyptians, the Mayans, the Aztecs, and several other Indian cultures, and further, the Mongolians, the Aboriginals and Ethiopians, and many others. They built their entire existence on the direct communication with civilizations or inhabitants in the star system, believing in coexistence with respect for nature, sounds and colors. For the next 2 weeks to come, there was an overall message when I shuffled the cards as card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which to me is the card of crossroads, timelines and destiny, came out before I had asked for cards at all. The message was, destiny is kicking in and it's time. So let's bear that in mind throughout the reading, and so let's head on and see what detailed messages come through to us from the star people. The first card to show itself is Major Arcana card number 1, the Magician, talking about creativity and repose of body and mind, where things just seem to be in flow for us by our own doing, putting our own energy into the creation of our own lives. We are creating at the moment in agreement with our emotions and spirituality. We could be very close to create from our soul level, as the 2 chalices on the card could symbolize our physical presence here on Earth, interacting with our higher self, and through that connecting with our existence with the cosmos, going beyond our own galaxy and the universe, entering other galaxies and other universes. With the Knave of Swords coming in, we are reminded that we must keep asking ourselves questions, keep up the work to be true investigators and searchers of the truth in things, to listen to the thoughts and ideas that pop up in our mind and make sure to communicate them to the world. Additionally, to me this card means to also communicate with energies around us, but farther out in the galaxy, universe and cosmos, and to notice, like I mentioned before, the communicating impulses we get. So back to the 2 of chalices, maybe we need to begin to acknowledge that our emotions and sensitive reactions also could be impulses from other places through exchange of electrical particles. Please go to my website herlanguage.dk/galactic energy, which will link you to the documentary called What the Bleep Do We Know for more specific info on this particular subject. As a result of this interaction between the emotional realm and the mental realm, we will see now new investments and a new way to manage our material and financial resources in our world, which 9 of Pentacles is here to assure us of. And so let's move on to the next Major Arcana card to see what message is there for us. Here we meet card number 7, the Chariot, normally talking about success, leadership and victory, but in reverse as it turns up here. It's showing us defeat and mismanagement of things. With 3 of chalices coming in, we are once again in the realm of our emotions and spirituality, telling us this time about healing, balance and giving birth to something new, including new ways of feeling and perceiving. So, we are not yet 100% leaders of these vibrations in this realm, yet. We must still work on allowing this new and kind of third party to enter our sensory system, as it is as if the upper chalice on the card is sort of drifting or coming down from a different dimension or world for us to interact with. Most people think that it takes two parties to make a balance, but really there is no balance between two parties where there is nothing to hold them together, which is what the number 3 here is telling us. We need to spiritually develop that skill that will make us aware of that fact, so that we can move on. Finally, we will have a look at the bottom cards to find out what these 2 weeks are about in general. Card number 9, the Hermit, is making his entrance here, along with 5 of Pentacles from the Minors. We are turning inwards now to find our terrestrial savings, to find out how to save the world, to save what's left. We are the healers, asking ourselves, how can we heal it? Mother Earth is, as previously mentioned, a gift to us to be treated with love and understanding. When we know how to respectfully cultivate her, she will bring us nothing but abundance. It's cause and effect. In the last reading I gave, we were not quite getting it in relation to how to go about this issue. But now there seems to be a small glimpse of a deeper connection, both with ourselves and our roles in the world, and the needs of Mother Earth. Perhaps you might want to go back and listen to that particular reading to catch up on some of the details. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. Lastly, I asked for a few color cards from the deck created by Ines Segal, The Secret Language of Color Cards, to see what colors we are guided to focus on for healing in the next weeks to come. Sapphire, Regenerate Your Body, showed up in relation to 2 of Chalices. Blue is referring to our throat chakra, so we must be sure of communicating directly from our emotional realm and higher self with truth in what we communicate. This could also include singing or chanting. Coral, which turns up next in relation to the Knave of Swords, is telling us to keep the flow in our communication with other dimensions, to assure that we will see more and more synchronicities in our life situations. Coral is said to be a very divine color, which again leads us back to the dialogue with other realms, symbolized by the Suit of Swords here. Lastly, chocolate is coming in to let us know that we must remember to nourish both our body and soul while new ways present themselves in our physical surroundings, to assure that we will end up in much better places and financial circumstances, which will result in an understanding of the importance of maintaining a healthy soul-body relationship to manifest physically around us the changes we need. Let's move on to the color that came out for the Chariot and 3 of Chalices. Brown, Establish boundaries, is what the message is here for us. To be able to welcome the extra energy into our lives, we need to establish boundaries for it to grow and prosper for us. We need to clear the grounds and actually be very grounded in our way of being in the world, to become more aware of how we let ourselves heal and become balanced emotionally as well as spiritually. Finally, we will now turn to the last color cards that I pulled for the 2 bottom cards, the Hermit and 5 of Pentacles. Firstly, we have turquoise, Awaken Your Empathy, which I feel goes hand in hand with the energies of the Hermit, talking about opening our hearts to Mother Earth and her rescue, which is greatly needed right now. Turquoise is also about changes and transformation, and with lavender showing up next, connect to body, mind and soul. It leaves no doubt that in order to save her, we must seek alignment with all the realms that we consist of, to be able to grab the things by the root, this time in world history, and not to miss yet another opportunity to make things right. Lavender also refers to wash and clean something. So, this time we must be pure in every cell of our bodies to pave the way for true feeling, speech, thought and action. I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Remember to listen to your body for signs that let you know that we're not alone. Express what you know deep inside is true and contribute through that to the healing of this planet. Be persistent when it comes to integrate new information from beyond and create space for new emotions and a higher degree of spiritual awakening. Feel healed and be a healer whenever you are called to make a mission in that area. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye for now.